everybody go tapping with the pot with Tigmatic.
Y'all tune into the Pop Podcast. And guess what? There's an episode.
And you are tuned into the Pot Podcast.
And with the Pop Podcast with my boy Tigmatic. You hear me? It's going down. To follow the Pot Podcast with Tigmatic.
That's that number one.
That's that number one.
Shots of Manolo. Freshly fitted in polo. My money got O's like Ocho. EYI's the label. Check out the logo. If you wanna bounce, bitch, pogo. Built this here on my own. Ho. Step to the side, let me slide in this photo. Been a businessman, I got euros and peso. Real definition of a hustle flip all dough. Might see me deep in my bag, Robert De Niro. Shooting at you niggas like Steph and Hero. Beef, I'm about that nigga, deflate your ego. I'm out of state doing great, me and me go. Can't fast forward the game, there's no cheat code. Your bitch on my line all day, just like a free throw. It's over for you niggas, check the last bar, finito. friend, I fit right in. Knocked the bitch and we spent the night in. First night was like a burst of life. Second night, she invited a friend. You fake niggas all like to pretend. Don't mind me, I'm at it again. I'm ahead so close, all I see is win. It's a little too late for the competition. Not to mention, I've been penny pinching.
What the hell just happened? What the? Hold on, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but hold up. All right, y'all, we here. We had a little technical difficulties, y'all. My apologies for that. We had a little technical difficulties, but we here. And my apologies for that. You know what I'm saying? We still here. Hold on one sec. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, we here. We live right now. We booming. And once again, y'all, listen. It's your boy Tigmatic. And for those that don't know, this is the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic.
Yeah.
Tonight, I have my guest. Since, the little technical difficulties, we ain't going to play the music. We'll play it after. Straight like that. We ratchet tonight. We having a little technical difficulties. So I'm going to just move the show right along as usual. So I got Philadelphia's own Fiyahseason music. What's
Yes,
cracking,
sir.
y'all?
What's up, brother?
What's going on with y'all?
What's up?
Man, we happy to be here, man.
Hey, man, I'm happy to have y'all here. So before we get into it, I want to say my little usual real quick. This episode was brought to you by Hollywood TV, DemoniCBrain.com, DDS, North Shake Demore Boutique, and the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic. We moving and booming. Hey, listen, I'm glad these guys are here. They got some talent on deck, and we're going to chop it up today. So I'm going to give y'all fellas the floor and let y'all introduce yourselves. So who want to go first?
My
Let's
name's
start with you, Cuz.
R5. My name's R5. My full name will be R5 Fire Beats. I'm a producer from Philadelphia. I have production credits with PNB Rock, Davies, Mike Knox, Garcia, 8 Gang. I produced for Jadakiss, Styles P, Black De Niro, Freeway, Beanie Siegel, like Give Me the Kid, all the Philly legends, Philly greats. I didn't we didn't rock and roll with, but we just here now trying to introduce ourselves into R&B music and pop music. But we'll get more into that as we continue. But I let everybody introduce themselves. But that's me, R5.
All right, let's get it. Let's go over here.
It's Jersey made Jared. I'm actually from New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? I met R5 like 11 years ago, you know what I'm saying? I was rapping and I just needed somewhere to record. Linked up with R5 and we just been cool ever since, you know what I'm saying? He's a genuine dude and real honest dude, man. And he's real talented and we just decided to start this Fiyahseason music team and we just taking off. So yeah.
Oh, man. Do me a favor. Jared, turn your phone sideways so they can see you a little better. Let them see your face, my guy. There we
There you
go.
go.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, welcome.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to go over here. Boom.
Go ahead, bro.
State your name.
What's going on? I'm Slash, everybody. How y'all doing, man? Fiyahseason music.
Sounds good.
Sorry about that, man. I said I'm Slash with Fiyahseason music. Songwriter, producer, rapper, arranger. Just looking to get into some good things this year with my guys. I've known Five for well over 20 years. Met Jared, Irv, Justice, a few other guys that are with us, and we linked up and we've been making magic ever since.
Oh, man, that's awesome. So who else ain't in the camera? Get in the camera.
Well, we got one more member, Irv, that's not here with us right now because he's having some car issues. Actually, right outside, but he's working to get his car situated. And this is our first time at this recording studio that we at. Our main studio is down for some maintenance right now, so we just doing like a little float session. So this is our first time here, so we didn't really know about the parking situation as it is.
Oh man, so y'all just making it work.
Yeah, man, we gotta get in, get in how we fit in the best way we can.
Hey
Yo,
man, that's
send
dope.
Herb the link. It's time to jump in.
Yeah, time to jump in. Well, I want to first off, by starting with R5. You know what
Let
I'm
me
saying?
greet
For
you.
those that don't know, this is folks right here. We folks right here.
All the way,
You know what
baby.
I mean? So we gonna start with you, bro. So before we get into the mental health questions, how you feeling today?
I'm doing good, man. Today's a good day. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling refreshed. It's good energy going on, man. It's a lot of good things happening right now.
For sure. For sure. So what part of the city you from?
West Philly all day.
West Philly.
Born and raised West Philly. You know what I mean?
Hey. All right. That's what's up, man. So let's get into it. What you think about growing up in Philly? What's the first memory that pops into your mind? Now, this question is for all of y'all, so I'm gonna go around the board, but we're gonna start with R5 first.
My first thought of growing, well, a couple of things you got ask. So, growing up in Philly, I didn't know growing up in Philly was a thing until I went outside of Philly. You know what I mean? My
Right.
first time really venturing outside the city was when I realized like how wild our city actually is. So, um, I didn't realize how not friendly Philadelphians were, and myself included, until I went elsewhere and people would like just naturally talk to me, and I'm like, "Why are you talking to me?" Hey, I had to check myself. But being from Philly, man, it makes you a different type of person. That's the best way I can say it. It makes you a different type of person. We are desensitized to treacherous situations. That's the best way I can say it.
That's a good
I'm
way of putting it.
desensitized to death. Like I've seen death, I've seen drugs, I've seen violence all my life to the point where, like, all right, prime example I can give you. I used to live in Virginia for a little bit, and we were just having a conversation amongst coworkers and such. And I was telling a story about how I seen somebody get shot before I was going to school, and they just looked so crazy at me, like, "Yo, you saw somebody get shot?" I was like, "You don't know nobody that been shot before? You don't know nobody been killed before?" And I said it so casually, and they looked back at me like, "No, we don't." And that's when it really clicked to me, like, "Dag, man, I'm from a place that really
That's the norm.
is different." Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's the norm, and it's like if you make it out of here, bro, you good. That's the best way I can explain it. If you make it out of here, you good. I just wish the young boys of the city was more like us when we were younger, if that makes sense. Like, we wasn't innocent, but it was more rules and structure to it, if that makes sense.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
Let's go to
man. But I
you,
love being from the
Jeffrey.
city, bro. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Oh man, that's a real statement right there. And just to piggyback, I'm gonna ask everybody the same question, but just to piggyback a little bit, growing up in our city can be, times where you bury your emotions because of what we see, the things that happen, and like you said, bodies dropping is the norm, you know, and the 80s and 90s is when it really started getting turned. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you there 1000% that, it became the norm for a lot of us. And to hear about death or somebody getting shot, it was like, oh, all right, such
Yeah.
and such just got shot.
Dang.
My man down the street it becomes a whole conversation about who got shot. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
then
I
what's crazy
definitely
B
can
is
agree
after you
with
had
you
that
there,
conversation about who got shot, you just go on with the rest of your day.
right? That's a
Like,
fact. All right, let's go over here.
What's going on, Jersey Made Good? So I'm actually from across the river. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm from
So
right
growing
across
up in
the.
Jersey,
I'm from
what's the
Camden, New
first
Jersey,
memory
man.
that pops in your mind?
Yes, sir. I'm from Camden, New Jersey, right across the river. So I know
That's a
about the
mini Philly.
violence. What happened?
I said we call Camden like a mini Philly, but a
That's all
little
it is,
different.
man. That's all it is. So I
Yeah,
I understand all the violence, all the drugs, all the guns, the fiends, all that stuff. So I think that's very relatable when it comes to like Philly cats, like R5 and Slash and Irv, and I think that's how we can relate, and that's how you know because it's really kind of the same. But born and raised Jersey, they call me Jersey made Jared for a reason because I'm from everywhere. I'm a Camden native, but I'm from everywhere in Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So word up.
Oh man, Slash, it's on you.
I'm from Philly. I'm born and raised in Philly my whole life. Um, went to
What
school
part?
in North. I was born in North Philly. I went to school in North Philly. I went to school in Northeast Philadelphia. I went to school in the Badlands, all over the place. Growing up here is rough, but there's really good people, good staples in our community, and good fixtures in our community. It's guys that's been around for 40 and 50 years. You don't hear bad words about them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
I,
Yeah,
I love. I personally love it here.
oh man, that's what's up. Yo, it's like a little mixture right now. We got North, South, you know what I mean? Jersey. We
It
got a
worked
nice
that way
little. I'm from
sometimes.
the South Side. I'm from South Philly.
Okay.
Oh, you from South Philly?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from South Philly.
All
Okay.
right.
Our studio down South Philly.
Where at?
Front. I don't really want to put that out there to the world, but it's down by the waterfront. Put it that way.
Well, we can talk about it behind the scenes.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Tig, I got a quick question for you.
What's up?
Is your podcast cannabis friendly?
Not really.
Okay. Just wondering.
I
Just
mean, I
wondering.
do get sponsored by Rat Patch, but we try not to do that because it's a mental health type show. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the struggles we go through and how we overcame them. So,
No
um,
doubt.
I know some of our people, this is how we de-stress, we smoke and things like that, to not think about the struggles and things of the day-to-day basis in our
Yeah.
city. But I get it, but if you can just try to refrain from it just for an hour,
Nah, you
you know
good,
what I'm
man.
saying?
I just was asking. We good, man.
I appreciate you though. I
No
appreciate it
doubt.
and much respect for asking.
No doubt.
All right. So y'all do acting too as well, right?
No,
No.
that was something I wanted to kind of get with you about with that too. We didn't act in the movie. We were the musical directors of the movie. We scored the movie,
Oh,
like did all the background music and contributed to a couple songs into the soundtrack. But like we did all the sounds of the movie. Like so it was like an action scene and you hear like a big orchestral pieces playing and big drums and horns.
oh yeah,
We
y'all
that
play
was us.
instruments for real.
Yes, we're producers.
Let's get it. Let's
Yeah,
talk about it.
we're a production music production company
Oh, that's dope. So, was this your first movie?
as a group. Yes,
All right. So, before I get into those other questions, let's talk about how it feels to do scores for your first movie. Like, what it's feeling like, fellas?
it's feeling different, man. Like when you're doing the work, you don't know the caliber of the work you're doing. You're just doing the work. But when you get to the end of the line and you can really sit down and sit in the theater and hear and see the movie, and then when you get to the end and you see your name scrolling at and the credits, it hit different. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It hits very differently. You
Oh,
can't
that's
remember
what's
what I
up.
was saying.
So, who else want to
Is that my
elaborate
burgers?
more? How it's feeling for you, Jared?
Can't remember at all.
Yeah, just the
All right.
just the hard work that we all put in, you know what I'm saying? Like just all the effort that we put in, the late nights, everything is paying off, you know what I'm saying? Like like this the long nights, the getting the equipment together, the technical difficulties. You get that. You know what I'm saying? Just everything, and then you see like Five said, you see your name in the credits. You know what I mean? We go to the movie premiere. We see all these people gathering just to hear what we did in the movie. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's really a beautiful thing, for real.
Yeah, great thing, man. Seeing your name up on that big screen, and just the hours you put in, and getting to see all the work come together piece by piece, and seeing it all come together as a finished product, and being proud. It's a great thing. We had our wives and stuff in the building that night of the premiere, and they had a great time, and quite sure we all had a great time that night after that premiere. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
One thing I want to say before we get off of the movie premiere, he's not here right now to get his flowers properly. He should be coming in any moment now. But
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Irv of Fire Season. He goes by the name Irv the Villain because he really did a lot of what you would call
there you
the
go, right
heavy.
here.
He in?
Yeah, he's in.
My man, perfect.
Where is he?
So
Irv
he really
there?
did. He really did a lot of the heavy lifting when it came to the movie score. Like he
You
played.
got to turn his camera on.
It's
There you
on. It's
go.
There you
on.
go, Irv.
There go
Let's go,
Herb.
Irv.
There go
Let's
Herb.
go, Irv.
you, you right on time, man. We were just telling him like Herb did a lot of the heavy lifting on that movie score. Like we all did our contributions, but he was the guiding force of it. He put a lot of one-on-one time with the director, a lot of late nights, and like it was just beautiful to see the vision come to light on the big screen. Like it was a beautiful night.
Oh man, that's what's up. All right, so let's go to her.
What's going on?
What's going on? State your name, where you from.
Oh, yeah, I'm Irv the Villain, West Philly. Yeah, Fire Season music all day.
Welcome to the podcast with Tigmatic, man. I'm Ted.
What's going on, brother? Thanks for having us.
Oh man, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, brother.
I'm glad I made it.
All right, so the question that everybody just had was growing up in Philly, what's the first memory that pops into your mind?
Growing up in Philly, the first memory I have that pops into my mind, wow, that's a good question. I got a lot of memories, but I guess the first thing I can say is family. My childhood was a little unconventional in that, both of my parents are from Haiti. So
Okay.
off the rip, my upbringing was a little different from most, just culturally. But I was raised in West Philly, so it was growing up with that duality of like the cultural differences, but also just kind of being around and seeing the environment I was in, and
Right.
knowing that I wasn't necessarily of that environment, even though I was in that environment, if you will.
Right. Oh, that's a dope answer. All right. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna have to fix your audio real quick. Hold, give me 1 second, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Boom. Try not to get too close to everybody.
I'll do my
It's gonna
best.
create feedback.
Right.
Herb, what floor you got off on?
I'm on the first floor. What floor am I going on?
Third, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on it.
All right.
On the way.
All right.
Knock
So-
on the first door to your left when you get off the elevator.
First door to my left.
Yep, first door to your left. All right, so how do you describe the energy of Fiyahseason music?
I can answer this one.
Who wants to go first?
I got you. Herb, mute your mic. So the best way to describe the energy of fire season
Sorry.
music is good. Like just good energies, feel good energy. We don't allow bad waves around us. Like to be around us when we create, you have to bring good energy or you will be escorted to the door. Irv in the building, but
Yeah.
it's always good vibes. It's laughing, it's joking, it's conversations about life, it's brotherhood. That's the best way I can describe it. It's brother and sisterhood. And when we get in there, we do our thing, smoke and joke, talk. But after about the first 15, 20 minutes, it's action. And it's funny to see us. You would think like, oh, they about to go do some gangster music. It's about to be hard in there. We push play, nothing but love songs, man. It's soft as cotton, but it's good music. Nobody's ever left a session with us and didn't say, "Yo, y'all make really good, feel good music." We got an artist that we're about to put out by the name of Lola. We got a song with her, man. It's just a when I don't want to talk too much about it until we drop it, but it's when it drops, it's gonna be that summer love anthem. It's gonna be that grab your partner and look at her and say, yeah, yeah. Like
That's
it's,
what's
it's
up.
it's it's we bring it we trying to bring love back into the music, man. Put
Yeah.
people on the dance floors, but still feel good. It ain't always got to be about hunching. It ain't always got to be about straight to it. It still could be how we grew up. Like we can bring the '90s R&B feel
Yeah.
into the new world.
So who was that playing the saxophone in the clip? That was you, Herb?
That was definitely Herb.
Okay, okay. Herb be on it with the sax.
Man, we be on it with all types of live instrumentation, man.
So
Like
I'm gonna go around. Let's start. I'm gonna start with Sledge. Everybody mention the instrument that they play. Let's get it.
Oh man, I don't play any instruments, man. I
All right.
actually
So,
have. You see my credits down there up under my name? That's what I do right there.
so you the arranger.
Right
So
there.
you the one with the bars.
Exactly.
All right.
I got bars. I write R&B. I arrange. I produce. But my main job is efficiently keeping the temperature of the room cool. That's my main
I
job.
see
you
why
know,
everybody laughed though.
hey Twiz, you know that job that Elon Musk do for Trump, Department of Government Efficiency.
Right.
That's my man.
Hey.
That's my man.
Very diplomatic.
All right. So Jared, what instrument you play?
All right, so my first instrument was the cello and orchestra back when I was a
Kill
kid.
it.
You know what I mean?
Mhm,
That's what basically
mhm.
structured my music career. That was my first instrument. I play keys. That's my main instrument now. And I also play drums and I produce. I sing a little bit and I rap. So yeah, that's what I do.
Pause.
Okay.
When you start singing a little bit, like you wait, yo,
Nah,
Twiz on gang. He waits till we get to the
listen,
podcast.
wait, hold up, because that's Urban Justice job. That's not my job. But listen, but I can sing though. You know what I'm saying?
Solid. We gonna revisit this.
Oh man, I like y'all energy. Like I ain't going for like y'all energy is up. I like that. All right, so back to you. Boom. What instruments?
I'm more of a self-taught musician, so I can play the keyboard, but I can't say I can play like the way they can. My skill set more so comes with the fact that I have a degree in advanced music theory, so I
Okay.
understand how to read and write music. I understand orchestral
So
directing
yeah.
and sequencing. Um, I specialize in what I like to call creative sequencing and creative
Okay.
editing during mixes. So it's like you can mix a song to make it sound good, like make it sound crystal clear, or we can make it exciting with drops and stutters and filter waves. Like I specialize in bringing out the it factor of a song. Like one of the main models we got amongst Fire Season is you can make song 11. Song 11 is good. Song 3 is better because song 3 is the single.
That's
You
right.
know how to find the single.
That's right. And the single is the one that brings you out the most. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel you. I feel you. You know, I've
The
been
money
told that
zone.
a couple times, and I got a friend who's produced for Yago, Blue Seeds, and
Okay.
a bunch of others. And we were just actually on the phone talking earlier today, and he was talking about that. You know, you might have a dope song on the playlist, like in the middle of the album, but the one that's in the beginning, that's the one.
Track 5.
But you looking at that like that's not the one. You looking at it like that's not it right there, but that's the one. So yeah, I feel you. All right. So let's get into it.
Now you want to definitely ask Irv about his
Oh yeah.
instrumentation.
You already know I was coming.
I was about
You
to say,
already know.
yeah.
Let's get into it.
Gotta ask her.
Hey Irv, turn your screen to the side so people can see you a little better. There you go. All right, so give them the discog of the instruments you play.
So I play piano, drums, guitar, bass, trumpet. I've been learning saxophone because I'm a music teacher, so I have to learn sax, learn flute, learn clarinet. Getting better with trombone. I rap, I sing, I write, I produce, and I can also balance half-empty water bottles on my head. Yeah. So I do a lot.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. So y'all just a whole blend. So I understand the name Fiyahseason. Who came up with the name?
Definitely.
So
Fire.
the name is the name of our production company is actually a hashtag that I used to use a lot. I started out as a solo producer, and that's my producer name, R5 Fire. The R5 comes from a motorcycle club that I was a part of. Well, I'm still a part of. When I was a child with like my childhood friends, and that's how we identified each other. The name of our club was the Renegades, and we identified by a number. So I'm 5, and Fire was just my name as a producer. So I would just tag hashtag Fire Season a lot or Fire Season back. I was always tag Fire Season forever. And when we originally got together, Jared and I was coming together. Just he was going to help me out with beats. He was going to just play some melodies for me and everything. And we would just get together at the studio with myself and Slash and Irv, and it just felt right to say, instead of you guys being an extension of me, we are us. Like, it doesn't have to be you guys in the background. You guys are just important to the process as I am, and it don't have to be our Fire. And we all know we all worked on the beats together, but it all comes under my name. I wanted these guys to be able to be who they are on their own. And it's become together. Like Jared wasn't a producer when we first started. He just was a key player. He knew how to play keys. He would play what we tell him to. And over time, he would just sit and absorb and absorb and absorb to the point where he ended up getting Logic. That's the main Logic Pro is the main software that we use.
So y'all use
So
Logic. I'm an
we use
FL guy.
we use everything. We use everything. I'm an FL guy. That's my native DAW. Herb is the Logic guy who also understands FL Studio and machine and such. Jared is just getting to understand Logic and FL, but he's more comfortable in Logic. So since Logic was the common denominator amongst everybody, I learned how to use it in college. That's just what we use to just quickly cook, like quickly just make beats that we can just send to each other to add things into, and it's unified.
Oh, that's dope. I'm a FL and Cool Edit guy.
Ooh, old school cool edit.
Old school.
Old school with the cool
Yeah.
edit.
Yeah.
Yo, teacher, want to hear a little secret? Cool Edit is Logic.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it is. Like, it is the evolution of Logic. Apple bought eSonic and changed the name from Cool Edit Pro to Logic Pro.
Yeah.
Like, that is Logic is that.
Oh, that's what's up, man. For those that don't know what we talking about software for production, recording, mixing, mastering,
We definitely
and all
geeked
of
out
that.
real quick.
This is a discussion amongst us music makers over here.
Hey, we gotta hear some of your beats, man.
Oh man, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely down. Here's the next question. We can do that. We're gonna do that after the episode, though. We
For
definitely
sure,
gonna
for
do
sure.
that. All right. Here's my next question. Let's go into the mental health questions a little bit. Growing up, was mental health something people talked about in your family or community?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, let's get into it.
It should have been, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a mental health check to me growing up looked like a punch to the chest, toughen up. Chin up. Get your mind right. Get back in the game. Never was a real deep check into how are you? Are you okay? Like, should have been. I'm super appreciative for the awareness of the world today, especially for my children. But it wasn't there for. It wasn't like that for me. No.
Most of us, no.
Yeah. All right. Same question.
Basically,
That was Slash. You wanted to say something real quick.
All right, Slash. All right, let's go to Slash. My bad.
it's all
Go
good.
ahead, floating with these cameras.
It's all good, man. I just was basically saying, yeah, just to piggyback off what Five was saying, no, most of us weren't made aware of mental health and stressors and things of that nature growing up. No, I didn't know what mental health was till I was a grown man. You see a guy tripping or somebody tripping outside, you just label them retarded or crazy, and you get real dismissive with these labels, and you never know what people are going through, but people have been going through things forever.
Right. You know, a lot of the time, when people see others have outbursts or something like that, they do think it's mental challenges, and it might not even be that. You know, like you just said, it might just be something small as well. It's not small because I have it as well, and I have high level from being shot in the head. But post-traumatic stress disorder is something that's very rampant in the Black community and very high because of the pressures that we experience and the things that we experience, especially in the city of Philadelphia, Detroit, Chicago, LA, any major city across this country.
A lot of those things, a lot of those negative things are normalized. The internet makes fights and violence and guns and stuff. It makes it normal. We are being desensitized as a people to a bunch of negative things.
Right. A lot of things have been normalized to seem as if it's normal when it's not a natural thing. And like, Five was discussing, it was the norm in the city. So, these things we should have been taught about early on, by our parents and things like that, but they were going through issues themselves. So like, life was life on them. So we are brought up in a city where it's suck it up, pick your head up, keep it moving. Don't nobody want to see you crying. Don't nobody want to hear none of that. And that's the norm. So I feel y'all on that.
I also believe if you know better, you should do better.
Right. Jared.
Yes, sir.
All right. Same question. Was mental health talked about in your family or community?
Nah, not at all. Not at all growing up. A lot of things were brushed under the rug, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that I seen because, You know, especially when it comes to mental health, like like you said, in the black community, it's like brush under the rug. Like, especially because right now I work at a doctor's office, so I see a lot of kids with mental health. They come in there for mental health. When I was their age, 4, 5, 6, 7, I wasn't going to the doctor getting mental health visits and all that stuff. Like it didn't even really exist in the 90s and early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, a lot of stuff was brushed under the rug. A lot of stuff that I saw, and now like piggybacking off what Slash said, I'm a grown man now, and now I'm really realizing like what mental health actually is and what it means and how important it is. You know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
So, what do you guys do to de-stress, and how do you handle stress on a daily basis?
Music, that's what
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be up till like
Music.
5 a.m., 6 a.m., no sleep, and just that's how I escape. That's how I escape.
Oh man, that's what's up. R5, how do you de-stress?
A game. Um, Definitely use my bond with my bros and my music. Talk to my
All right.
wife. Mm.
Herb,
I,
how do you
yeah,
de-stress?
Uh, it's a good question. For me, de-stressing looks like sitting down, watching TV, spending time with friends outside of music because when music is work, at times it can be a little stressful. But that's why I also enjoy creating music for myself. Um, those moments like it, creating music is always a de-stressor for me, but in the moments where it becomes stressful, depending on the project, sometimes it's nice to take a step back and just make something for myself. You
Absolutely.
so that definitely helps. But yeah, that's how I de-stress. And Family Guy.
Yeah. I was going to ask y'all, and that was my next question. It's a good thing that he said that. Um, what is your support system like? Each and every one of you, with the hectic schedules, deadlines. What is the support system like in your family, and how do they push you to be great?
mm, I can take my part in that. I've been realistically in my life, I've been a professional music producer since I was the age of 19 years old, 41 now.
Mm.
It's never been a moment where I can say that my family didn't 100% have my back. I didn't experience a lot of the stereotypes of not having the support of folks in the house and my mom not believing in my dream and having to fight against my family to be great. Now, my mom saw what music did for me early. Jared, turn your phone down a little bit. But my mom seen what music did for me early as far as like it kept me out of trouble. I used to be a wild young boy. Like I was a YN back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, yeah.
And she seen what it did for me earlier. So as long as I was doing that, I ain't have to worry about nothing. She ain't pushed me to get out and work and provide and nothing like that because she knew that what I was doing was going to lead me to being able to do that. And my big brother my older brother was always a big supportive figure to me because he's the reason why I do all this. This is a story for another day, but him and his friends got signed to a record deal when I was like 13, 14. So I got to witness the creation of albums from that age up in like real life studios, like big studios with big engineers and big artists. And it just always had my back. My friends always saw what I was and who I was becoming, and they would shield me away from certain things out in the streets and just allow me to just go forward. So I've always had full support of my family and my support system. And even to now, like um the woman that I chose to be with now is the perfect woman for me. She is the perfect level of understanding of what it takes for a
Mm.
man to be great. A man that is out here trying to be great does not always have time to be home with you. And it takes a strong person to understand that. I gotta let this man go be great so we can have a life to enjoy. It takes a strong woman to be able to understand that. And I have that. So that support system is there for me too. So just speaking for myself, man, I get nothing but a push to go forward.
Hey man, listen, not to be funny or nothing, but shout out to my cuz, you know what I'm saying? That's a real one you got right there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she is. Yeah, she is.
I love my cuz to death. And listen, my cuz will check me if I'm out of pocket.
Oh, she gonna
We
check
right
anybody.
under
Believe
each other.
that.
I'm older, but she getting her little big cuz. I'm little big cuz. You
Man,
know what I
listen, you
mean?
might catch me blinking twice every now and then. Like, it's not safe over here.
Yeah, I love my cousin to death, man. And we keep names out of the spotlight for personal use.
Right.
Our personal lives are our personal lives, so we ain't gonna do all that. But she know who she is, and I know you watching. I love you, cousin. So yeah, let's go around. Jared, what is your support system like? Where'd he go?
Jared John froze. Go to Slash.
Yep, and that's exactly what I was doing too. What's your support system like, my guy?
I got a strong support system, man. I come from a big music family. My father's side of the family, I come from a long line of musicians and singers, vocalists, and all of that. My mom's been my biggest supporter since day one, and I got a younger brother, my lady. I have two children. They support me to death.
That's
A
what's up.
host of aunts, uncles, and cousins, and everybody's there. They've always pushed me to move forward without love, and they've always come in support. Any show I've ever done, any show I've ever thrown, anything I've ever done, and requested my support team to be there, they've been there forever. My, I had a few best friends. Like you said, we don't want to say too many names, but they know who they are.
That's right.
I appreciate y'all. My lady, I appreciate you. Um, Also, if I didn't say it, my children,
You
those
just said
guys,
it.
those two little girls are my biggest inspiration, and they are the
Oh,
reason I get out here and make the moves I make on a daily basis. It's all for them.
On gang.
that's dope. That's definitely dope.
Yeah, now I feel like a scumbag. Shout out to my son. I got a son and a daughter. They decent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I appreciate my children too. I do. Like, now you gonna
Hey,
make me feel that
listen,
way.
it's a good thing that you mentioned. All right, so all right, here you go. Jared is back.
Yes, sir.
So it's on you, good brother.
Yeah.
What's
So
your support
support
system
system,
like?
like as it comes to chasing my dreams with this music thing, man. I don't really have a support system in that aspect. A lot of people thought I was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people thought, like, oh, you're not gonna do it. Like, even my close family, they don't support me like that. But like Slash shit, I come from a crazy musical background family. My mom plays piano. Like, I'm classically trained. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
I started playing in church. I play in church. I've been playing in church for like 10 years now. So um, that's where my musical background comes from. My family, my grandfather. He was a crazy classical pianist. My uncle, he's big time keyboard player, piano player in Camden for years. He played with Fat Larry Band. He had a studio on Ferry Station. Like, it's like legendary. He used to play at the Pink Elephant in Camden. Like, so I come from a real musical background family, but the difference is, as far as like chasing my dreams in music,
Mhm.
it's just me and Fiyahseason. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are my brothers right here. You feel me?
That's what's up.
Like R5 is like, like, hats off to him, man. Like, he really brought me out of a dark place, man. For real. Like, that's my brother, man. Like, for real. So yeah,
Man,
I
bro.
got Fiyahseason. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it as far as like real support system. Like, these are the only guys that believe in me for real, for real.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So
Can't be
in
great
Philly,
without the greatness of others, man.
that's right. In Philly, toughness is often a survival skill. How did
Hold up,
being
we
tough
wait up,
help
wait
you,
up. We
and
we
how
we
did it
skip
hurt
we
you?
skip Earth's support system.
Oh yeah, can't do
We
that.
got you, Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, there's so many of y'all. Forgive me, brother.
It's all good, brother. As far
What's
as
your
my
support
support
system
system,
like?
um, I guess I kind of relate to Jared in that. Well, growing up, it took a really long time to get my family to really get what I was trying to do. My mother understands it now. Now she's starting to get it. I feel like, you know what I mean. It took a long time. Like it was a lot of butting heads growing up. So the support system I really had was my childhood friends who still support me to this day, of course. They all now are interested in making music because of me, because of what they saw me doing growing up. My mom gets it now. My father, rest in peace, he never truly understood, but he knew I had a talent. He
Mhm.
just never knew how far I really wanted to take it, and always kind of tried to advise me against it because he used to manage bands from time to time. My grandfather on my mom's side was a founder of one of the biggest Haitian bands in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And that band is like 70 years old and they're still touring. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And my grandfather's been dead for a long time. But I say all that to say it wasn't until things started coming into fruition, studios, the shows, like now my mom is telling people at the church, hey, if y'all want something recorded, my son, you know what I mean? Like that's big for me. And my little sister's always had my back. My little sister is one person I know in like the household who's always like, nah, what you do is like you're really good at what you do. Um yeah, and I got a half brother. My brother Jordani also like he got my back too. We don't talk too often, but he's always keeping up with what I'm doing. So, it took a while, but the support is there, thankfully.
Oh man, it's a good thing that you have support, and I know what it's like to not have the full support from those that you grew up with. But guess what? Pressure makes gold.
That's it.
That's how I say it. And it's funny that I said that because I have a cousin-in-law that has a song called "Pressure Makes Gold," but it's a true saying. Even when you don't have the support, you're able to still come out here, be who you are, and be great out here. You know what I'm saying? And y'all do that. So let's go to this question. Like I said, and feeling toughness is often a survival skill. How did being tough help or did it hurt you? Who wants to go first?
Gotcha.
All right, let's get it.
Um, being tough hurt me because I wasn't. Just I'm just having a moment of transparency with you and myself. Like I wasn't.
For sure.
I was a porch kid. Ain't had no business off the porch. So I used to be out there terrified for my life. You know what I'm saying? But I can't show that. I can't show that weakness around my folks, around my homies. But I wasn't tough. I wasn't no chump. Like I wasn't about to let nothing happen to me. But I was definitely scared. Like I was scared to
Yeah,
fight, but I would. And he got me into the dumbest of dumb things. Like now when I look back, it was all right to be who I was. I was a kid in the crib. Back when I was in ninth grade, yo, I was a Pokemon player. I played Pokemon on my Game Boy and watched cartoons. Like, and looking back on it, that's all right. That was
yeah.
okay. I was a
Ain't nothing
15
wrong
year
with it.
old. I was a 15-year-old being 15, and I let the stigma of the hood convince me that I was a sucker if I wasn't out here doing real nigga stuff. Like you feel me? I'm
Yeah,
sorry, my bad. But, yeah, I mean,
yeah. I was about to
like
say.
uh and I beeped out the S, but not anyway.
Way to bounce back though.
But
I appreciate it.
yeah, like if you wasn't out here doing dumb stuff, you wasn't considered to be real out here. So I changed my whole pivot to become something I wasn't even, and it just got me into a world of nonsense. Took football away from me, like something I really was striving for. And it wasn't until I let go of the idea that I'm some type of tough guy and I'm just gonna be this producer that things started to move forward for me in the proper way. So that tough guy image that comes with being from Philly, it ain't always for you. If it ain't for you, it's okay to be yourself.
It's definitely okay to be yourself, and as a person who went out there and was one way at one point in life and did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I went out there and started doing me in the streets. And, it got me what it got me, but, I'm going to be honest and transparent as well. I went right back after what happened to me. And, it took me almost losing my family, that I started. It was like either us or that. Which one you want to choose? That was a no-brainer for me, So for some of us, some people pick the street still because they want to still go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? While some of us, make conscious decisions and do the right thing and do what's important to them. So the question stands. Let's go to Slash. Growing up in Philly is a survival skill. How did being tough help you? Did it help or did it hurt you?
Both. If I'm being honest, being tough helped and hurt. And if I'm being even more honest, being myself helped and hurt. Let's just keep it real.
Talk about it, brother.
Growing up where I grew up at, we had a lot of friends. And was I the toughest? Hell no. Was I a punk? No, I wasn't. I would fight when I had to. I had my picks on who I would bully. I had my picks on who I would let bully me. But all of that was a part of growing up or whatever. And once you got a certain age, you just couldn't be a punk. No matter who you was. I know nerds that'll get out there and fight you. You know what I mean? Being tough is not more important or better than being yourself, though. That's what I would say. Trouble is going to come. Trouble is always going to come, no matter where you are. You could live in the White House, you're gonna find trouble. You know what I mean? It's about how you handle yourself. You either gonna handle yourself toughly or you gonna handle yourself like yourself. It's gonna work out for you the way it works out for you, by the way you handle it. And personally, for me, being myself works out better. No. Do I support being a chump or let being bullied or even bullying? I don't support any of that. I support standing up for yourself, and I support standing up for people who can't. And that's what I learned growing up, and about being tough and how that helped and got me along through life.
Oh man, thank you for that transparency, brother. Let's go over here.
Is there? I feel like toughness is built over time. You know what I mean? That's when I hear the word tough or toughness, I feel like it's something that's built over time. You know what I'm saying? Like Slash and Five already said, I just be myself, you know what I'm saying? Like troubles will come and stuff like that. But listen, I was always a music kid growing up. So I was in orchestras, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there's a difference between being from the hood and being a street, you know what I'm saying? You could be from the hood but not be street. So I was that kind of kid, you know what I mean? So but when troubles did arise, I definitely did, I had my fair share of fights. I had my fair share of wars. You know what I'm saying? All that, but I just stayed to myself. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm from across the river, so it's the same. It's got very similar, a lot of similarities. You know what I'm saying? But also differences. So,
It's a lot of
um,
gang culture in Camden.
yeah, man, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot going. It's a lot that goes on, and
I
it's
used to
not
be
like
over there
Philly.
about
Philly. I told Fiyahseason Music this all the time. Philly is like they got north, south, east. You know what I'm saying? Well, west. You know, Camden is just everybody's just compact in one small city. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different. Um, it's like everybody knows everybody type thing, like, and everybody's related. So we definitely had each other's backs, but um, yeah. So I just feel like toughness is built over time, and every man's path is patterned different. So yeah, that's what I feel.
oh man. Here we go.
Um, so I'm gonna just keep it a buck, right? Yeah. So,
Wait, did he say?
he said I'm soft. Uh, big old teddy bear, man, out here. But here's the flip side of that. That's what makes me tough. Growing up, like I'll put it to you like this, right? I I didn't grow up tough because as much as a part of me would have loved to have been that guy, it just wasn't me.
Right.
And when I tried to be tougher than I really am, it didn't benefit me or my life in any way. All it did was add pain,
Mm.
which also, in the flip side, added toughness, added genuine toughness.
Yes, sir.
Because the reality of it is this: there's nothing tougher than being yourself,
Mm.
you
That's a
know.
fact.
And it took me a long time, to realize that. And because of that, I guess now I have a little more edge, if you want to say. I have a little more toughness to myself because I can be myself, but please don't test me because you have no idea what kind of waters I had to walk through to get here.
Mm.
You know? And yeah, like I'm the guy that can still I can tell my story because my story isn't light, especially in my later 20s. Things were not light. Things were not sweet. I done seen some things. I done experienced some things, but I'm still here and I can still smile and I can still be goofy and jokey because I know what I had to go through to get here. So, you know, no toughness early on, definitely tougher now. Still a big old teddy
And the child.
All right.
bear. And
So I got everybody on that question. I got all y'all on that question, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
got it.
So let's talk about the project that y'all just did the score for. What's the name of this film? If y'all can, what is it about? I don't know if y'all can tell details too much or not, but
Um,
tell the people a
it's
bit about it.
the name of the movie is Access. It was written and produced by Black De Niro. You can find him on Instagram, Black De Niro underscore 215.
Legend.
We can't go into too many details about it because it hasn't fully released yet. It just had a premiere. Its second premiere is going to be Thursday, May 15th at 8 p.m. Second and Walnut. I'm not sure the exact address. It's on his Instagram page. But let's just say it's a heist movie. It's a heist movie, and I think when you get a chance to see it, you're gonna be really pleased with the product. Like it's a really good movie. It's gonna be available on Tubi. Again, not sure the exact date on that. Too. Black has that information also, but it's a good film. It's a good film. It's a good independent film. A lot of good up and coming young actors. Um, Obviously, the music is excellent, provided by us, Fire Season. But it's a good experience. Like it's a good black movie. Cast is real black heavy. A lot of positive black faces in the cast and a lot of good acting. Like it's a good show. Like when you get a chance to see it, I think you're gonna come away feeling like you just watched a quality movie.
Oh, that's what's up. So here's the fun question I got for y'all. What do y'all like better? Do y'all perform as well? All right, hold on. Go ahead. What you was saying, Herb?
Yeah, I'll be rapping. So I perform a lot, actually. I'm I'm a working musician as well as an artist, so I perform a lot. I got my own band, and I'm also in a couple other bands as as a musician. Um, yeah, yeah, I'll be out here.
All right.
As Fiyahseason, no, we don't perform. We're just producers. We're producers and writers. We're more when you think of what we do is called a publishing company. So what
Right.
we do is we just create records and we try to help artists break some of the records we create or sell some of the records that we create. So we'll make you a beat if you just want a beat. We'll give you a beat with a hook. We'll write your whole song if that's what you need done for you. R&B, hip hop, pop, whatever you need done. If you need the whole song written, we provide that too. And we just try to put the songs out and be able to market them to the point where they can get the experience that they need, not experience, the exposure that they need, and try to turn it out, see what we can do with it.
Oh man, that's what's up. So what's next
But
for
what was
y'all?
the question? Do we enjoy
The question
performing
was
or
going to
what?
be, now that I have a full understanding, I'm gonna nix the question and reshape my question.
Got you.
Because the question was going to be, do you like performing more or the production side more?
Got it.
Now, if
Yeah.
anyone that still performs wants to answer that question, Slash and Herb, y'all can answer that question. So I just had Herb, so let's ask Slash.
I haven't performed in a while. Definitely not opposed to getting on the stage and getting busy. But you know what? I like both. I really enjoy performing. I've learned to enjoy production. It's nothing like creating some magic from scratch with these guys right here, man. These dudes, man. And Jared said something that kind of bothered me. About how he doesn't get support, man. I don't care who don't support that guy, man. That dude is dope, man. That's a dope dude, man. Like that dude is dope, man, and I support him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my bad, Jared. I ain't mean to do that. But yeah, I've learned since I've been producing more than rapping as of late, so I'm learning to love production as much as I love hopping on stage and performing and rapping.
Yeah. I actually can relate to the doing the production side more than rapping. Well, for now, it's been the production of this show. I'm trying to get this show to a certain standard, and I'm still learning the kinks of everything. I'm 1 year old with this show, and but I like doing this more than rapping right now at the current moment.
Yeah.
Only at the current
Especially
moment,
at
but
this
I do got a
age.
few records I'm working on.
Okay.
Yeah. So, who did I miss? Boom.
I actually like I like the production side better. I'm gonna just keep it a beat. You know what I'm saying? I've been performing my whole life. Like I said, orchestras are like in elementary, middle school, and high school. I was in the choir. Like I sang in the choir, like all that stuff. But it's just something about creating. Like it just hits different. It's a different type of feel. Like, and then there's a timeless. It's like timeless tracks that you could just play. And Five always get me on this. He'd be like, just save it as the date. Like so that way you can look back and actually know when you created that beat. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, production is a different feel, and it's just like it really hits home for me. I love creation. I love making new ideas. I love the production side better.
So can I tap in real quick? when he say for us to name beats by the date, I don't do that because it's like so we can look back at memories. Man, realistically, bro, I done made like without putting no spice on it in my lifetime, I probably made over 10,000 beats, bro. I ain't
Yo,
got no
that's like
names
my
left in
old
me.
computer.
I ain't got no names left in me.
Yeah, that's
I ain't got no
He said
creative
that
names
too.
left in me for these beats. Yeah, that's cool. I'll never find the beat you asked me about it again if his name Chicken in my computer. I forgot. We'll never hear it again.
Listen, I got a
Oh,
I
joint.
can relate to that. I can relate to that
I got a
because
yeah.
joint
I
saved
got
on
a
my
lot of
MacBook
beats in
called
my
Earth
old
Shout Out.
computer.
You know what I'm
Accurate.
saying?
Yeah, if we don't name it by the date, it's in the cloud. No,
Yeah, I
but
can relate to that. I
I think
definitely
for
can relate to that.
myself, if I had to compare to for me, that like something that would like directly relate to me, it would
Uh-huh.
be do I enjoy production or recording? And I absolutely 200,000% enjoy it. I would much rather produce a song and sit back and watch it be created and record it than to be the one that have to record it. Oh man, it cooks me. It cooks my grist. It cooks me. Like I had to learn the hard way that I never wanted to be an engineer. So let me tell you that. I went I went all the way to college and spent $60,000 at Full Sail to get a degree in audio engineering to realize I do not I don't care. I'm gonna be the first engineer in the history of engineer to ever be transparent enough to say this. World to the city, because I get a lot of people that try to book me for sessions. You wanna know why I don't take sessions no more? And I don't mean this with no disrespect. I don't care enough about your music to listen to it this much to try to make it sound good. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And I don't mean it with no disrespect. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. Go ahead, Herb. I'm burnt out. Put it on the hashtag 5 burnt out.
I also want to interject on that. Yeah, I also have a degree in audio production from Temple. I was recording cats for 10 years before I finally came to the conclusion that I don't like recording cats. Um, if I had hair, I would have pulled it all out. And in all honesty, I'd rather sit and build a record with you. That's my favorite. Like that's what I love about what we do. We can sit down with an artist and build a record from scratch
And
and
hand
have
it
it.
right off.
We can even write it all. You know what I mean? Write the lyrics, everything, and then bring in a third. You know what I'm saying? Third party. Like, hey, my man.
Extra third party.
You want to record this? You want to mix this record? Like, like I mean, will we mix? I'll mix.
I like mixing.
We do mix.
I love mixing.
The recording process is just grueling. I record myself.
Y'all want to make some money off Fiyahseason? It is here to be made.
But no, I definitely would have to say production over recording, man. Like because production can require some recording,
Yeah.
but production ain't just all right. Grab this song off YouTube and put it in Pro Tools, and now let's just record it. I don't ever want to do that again in my life. I'm above that.
Yeah, I'll say this to piggyback off all of y'all. I understand how y'all feel because I don't record people no more either. Man, listen. Yo, it got to the point where I just was like, look, I'm not recording nobody no more. I'm just going to work on my projects. And that's it. And that's how it got for me. So I
Absolutely.
understand that 1000%. Listening to people. And then when you listen to some songs, we're going to keep it all the way funky on my show. Some of these dudes be super trash. Like, so you got to listen to it. And you getting paid for what you're doing, but in the same sense, some people is like, oh my God, like, what am I listening to? And they like, yeah,
So
how is that? And then I gotta tell them like, yo, that ain't it, dog.
so
And that might hurt some people's feelings.
I'm
but
gonna say
I
it
would
like
rather
this.
be transparent. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say it like this, and it's messed up. It's messed up that this is a reality. But
Yeah,
the city where we from, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The youngins is so wild. I believe them. Everything they say they are, I believe them. So it's like I don't even give my opinion on today's music because saying that somebody music trash might get you shot at. Like it's bad. It's I ain't even
it's a
laughing. Like
reality though.
like
You talking truth.
it's the reality, man. It's like the young boys come to the studios with the switches.
Uh,
Like no, like real rap. Like at our
yeah,
studio, if you want to come create with us, you can't wear the shiesties. If you got a problem with it, you just can't come in. We've
yeah,
had people that had a problem with it, but like that's
yeah,
not our environment. So it's like
yeah,
I the way I put it is that music is just not for me at the age that I am to
yeah.
even have an
At the
opinion
age
on it.
we want to make grown music, and
Right.
if it's
It's
rappers
not my place
rapping,
to
they
even have
gotta
an
have some
opinion on it.
substance.
What I will say is this:
Substance.
if the young fellas is able to make money off of it, make your money off of it and do it clean and get out the streets with it. You feel me? It ain't for me to
Absolutely.
like or not like. It's for me to support your success of. That's a good way to put it right there. There you go. There
That
you
is
go.
a good way to put it, but I'm gonna be
Chris ain't
real.
trying to hear it.
I don't care if you got the switch on you. I got switches too, and that's trash.
You were just switch in North Carolina. We in the field.
I mean, listen, they the same way. You know what? We have this stigma about the South, right?
Uh-huh.
That they ain't nothing like how our city is. They even worse because the bodies get hit and easy down here. You know what I'm saying? They
I
even
can dig it.
worse. I'm gonna just be real with you.
I
You
just
know,
moved
it's
back
just
up
for
from
me,
Columbia, South Carolina. I dig it.
yeah, you know, it's just my transparency.
No,
At
I
the age
respect
that
it, bro.
I am, at the age that I am, I'm gonna really try to push them to be the best version of themselves and rap about something other than what they rapping about. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said plenty of times on the show, I got my moments where I make my street records, but for the most part, that's not what I'm pushing. You know what I'm saying? I do it just for sport. So those records, a lot of people ain't even gonna hear it. But yeah, man, I want to hear people rap about something other than that. You know. So
See,
here's my
it's
next
hard
question.
for me to have an input on that because while I don't support the actions behind the rap music,
Right.
my favorite type of rap music is just so gutter and dirty, and I ain't
Me
talking
too.
like I ain't. But no, I'm not talking like you're gutter and dirty. Like I ain't talking project hallways. I'm talking blocks and switches, man. I'm part of the problem. Right?
Right.
I know, I know. But
I got certain artists. I'll put it
to
like
counter
this.
that, that's why I don't create rap
It's
music
certain
anymore.
YNs right now. It's
I don't
certain
contribute
YNs
to
that's
it.
out, right? It's certain ones that I feel like they just got it and they just fire. I'm gonna mention some. Um, J Bo before he died, he was fired. Um, Lil Baby, he got it.
Yeah,
The
I bang with
Baby,
baby.
he got it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's certain ones. Wayne, I'm
I was a
older than
big
Lil
Migos
Wayne, so
fan.
I still look at Lil Wayne like a young boy. I'm older than him, so I still look at him like a young boy, but he still got it,
Yeah,
even
he
though
do.
he a gold out here.
Nah, Wayne will still bar you up
Right.
if
So,
necessary. Wayne will bar you up. Wayne
right.
will bar
So
you
that's what
up.
I'm saying. Certain ones, it just depends on what it is. And and
I'm gonna
and
be I'm gonna be
it
honest.
depends on their artistry.
My favorite YN that I can say I watched go from a YN to a grown man is Meek.
Meek is
That's the
definitely
one.
the top on the
Like
list,
I seen it with my own two eyes,
especially from
man.
our city.
Like I seen it with my own
Meek
two eyes in
got it.
front of me.
Meek got it all the way. I would agree with you there 1,000%. Meek be
Yep.
going there.
Like
And
Bulls is
keeping
generational talent.
true to his core fan base too.
That
You know,
never lost his fan base. Never
right.
lost his fan base. Like I don't think
No
he's
matter
ever put
how
out a
much
project that would
scrutiny
say
they try to
disappointed
put
his
up
core
under
fan
him,
base.
hmm no matter how much scrutiny they try to put up under him, he definitely still going like he ain't super rich and don't need to rap no more. He's still
Right.
rapping like he hungry.
Hungry.
Yeah.
Definitely keep his head high through all of this BS that's going on. He keep his head high and he be dropping that fire.
Yes, he does.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What's that? What's the joint he did with Friday? That one that they hate
Yeah,
everybody
that
crying.
never
When he took the
Friday
hood to
was
therapy.
crazy.
Oh man, I had to
Go
pull
ahead,
over.
man.
I had to pull over and let my tears roll.
For that verse,
Shout out Meek Mill, man.
Yeah, shout out to
that
me.
verse right there, man.
All right, I
Man,
got
so
two more questions for y'all before we get up out of here. How can artists in the music community create safer spaces for real conversations about mental health? That's one.
Honesty, transparency about how you're feeling. I mean, with your closest people. That starts at home in your inner circle.
Yeah.
It's hard to share your inner secrets with people that's not in your inner circle.
Yeah. Yeah. To be
Empathy.
honest.
You
That's the
gotta have
biggest one for me.
Yeah. Empathy is heavy.
Yeah. You gotta have more
So
empathy because I feel like a big problem is still the stigma that you gotta be a certain way, like in in the industry. You gotta be this tough dude all the time and all that. Like you gotta I just feel like there needs to be more understanding that not everybody's built like that.
That's a fact.
The sooner we come to that kind of an understanding, I think it'll change the scope of music.
I
You know, yeah,
I also think that when you say how the music community can help each other cope with mental health and discuss mental health and have those type of conversations, I think you got to deal with people understanding how to be around like-minded people.
Absolutely.
Like, if you can get around people that are like-minded, like with us, we are all like-minded folks. Like we are different, but we all have core values of ourselves that make us common. So it's easy for us to share things amongst ourselves. Me and Slash talk every morning, but between the hours of 7 in the morning and probably 1 p.m. Me and him probably talk to each other for about an hour and a half. Like it ain't always about music, it's just about you good today, bro? How you today? You straight? Like tap in with Herb, bro. Hey, Herb, you straight? Yeah, man. What's going on? You good, cuz? Like, we're not gonna get too into it, but we're like, Herb, Herb has weekly events he likes to talk to us about without going into like, Herb likes to speak to us about weekly events. So we make a safe space for those conversations to happen.
I feel some kind of you ain't had to do that.
That's what I did.
Number one, my so-called weekly events are not in fact weekly, but you also have to understand that I am a music teacher for grade school students. There's a lot of emotion in these rooms, and sometimes I gotta let some steam off. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm just saying, man. You gotta understand the frustration of asking a class what century we live in, and they all saying Philadelphia. A lot of concerns there. Yeah. So weekly events, call it what you will, but it's an event.
We just talk about we talk about events weekly.
You have to say it was a weekly event, though. I mean, every week.
Yeah, I just feel like it's all about creating this.
All right, so what about you, Jimmy?
Yeah, this is what it is. This is how it is, and I feel like it's all about creating a safe space for all of us, man. Like I said earlier, we all brothers, man. We gotta this mental health thing. We in this together. Irv does have weekly events, though. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, wait, hold up. Like, hey, yo, so one day Irv will call me. He'll be like, "Yo, man, like like I went through this, that, and the third. Like you know, who'll ask for advice or like who'll be like, yo, how do I navigate? It's bigger than music, man. Like it's bigger than music.
I called him one time.
Nah.
One time, and suddenly I call Jared every week with an
Nah, not
event.
weekly. I mean, I'm not even. Yo, wait.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm just saying it doesn't even have to be a call. We could just come to the studio and just be macking and waiting for everybody to get there, and we'll just chop it up. Like you know what I mean? It's like it's just a safe space. You know, like you know what I'm saying. I got my we all got our stuff. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. It's about brotherhood. It's about compassion, empathy, and chemistry, man. That's all it's about. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely camaraderie.
Camaraderie, yeah.
I like that. I like that. So here's my last and final question from all of y'all. And this is something that I like to ask all my guests. R5 probably know what it is because he didn't say he done watched a couple episodes. So this is the ending question. And I'm gonna start it with Slash though. If it's one thing life has taught you, what is that and why?
Man, that's you know what, bro. That's a good question, man. I'm gonna say that life has taught me to be truthful. Um, because you can't go any further than the truth, man. And if people can't accept your truth, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. I can't. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time and be lying and capping and playing a game with you because why? It would have to benefit me, and I think that I think telling the truth and being genuine gets you better benefits, man. That's
That's a
all.
fact.
I learned to be truthful with yourself and others.
That's right.
That's what I learned through life.
Life has taught me patience. Patience with self, patience with the things you can't control. More importantly, faith. Faith in God, faith in what I believe in God, but some people don't. Whatever your higher power is, you need
Jesus
that.
Christ is definitely my savior, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Um, faith and patience are two of the most important things in this life, especially patience with self. For a long time, I went through what I went through because I was impatient with myself. I was impatient with the progress. I felt like nothing was going where it was supposed to. The older I get, the more I realize I have to be patient with myself. It's the only way, number one, to keep growing. If I look so far ahead into the future and realize I'm not hitting these goals, it leads to me becoming less patient with myself, becoming frustrated with myself, and then I never get those goals met. How does that help anyone? So if you're patient with yourself, you keep faith, keep going. Straight like that.
Straight like that. All right, let's get to it. Jared. Hold on.
I feel
Bring
like
it back.
life has taught me, be an overcomer. That's all you can do in this life. You know what I mean? Because in this lifetime, we're gonna have many obstacles, we're gonna have many struggles, but you also have to learn how to overcome those challenges that come in your life. Always be a warrior. No matter if you broke, no matter if you down and out, no matter if you on top, you just got to be an overcomer. Like that's why I said earlier, toughness isn't just a state of being. It's something that happens over time. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? You got to be an overcomer in this life. You can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna quit now. Why would I quit now? It's gonna be tough if I quit. It's gonna be tough if I keep going. So I'm gonna just keep going. You know what I'm saying? So life has taught me to be an overcomer, never quit, never give up, never back down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what life means to me, and that's what life has taught me over the years.
Hey, last but not least,
Um, Life has taught me that if something, if a blessing is given to you, believe it. Believe it. It took me till I was in my late 30s and 40s to finally wake up and say, yo, I'm gonna stop fighting against what was given to me years ago. I'm gifted, talented. I'm not regular. And it's okay to believe that. That's what life has taught me. Life has taught me it's okay to accept that I am extraordinary, that I am great. There's nothing wrong with being quote unquote regular, but it's okay for me to accept that I'm not. And it's okay to live like it. And it's okay to show my friends that we can live like it. It's okay to live with confidence. It's okay to move with confidence if you can back up what you say you can do. That's what life has taught me. It's okay to be great.
It's okay to be great. Hey, listen, fellas, I agree with all of you and your sentiments on what life has taught you. One thing I always say that life has taught me is put God first, be positive, and always believe in yourself. So that's something that I believe life has taught me. You know, even when you doubt yourself, still believe, because you never know where that belief is going to take you, especially if you're moving with God on your side. You can't go wrong with that. That's a fact, So I want to thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for y'all
man,
time.
thanks for having us,
Definitely,
man.
thanks for having us, bro.
Listen,
Appreciate
this
you,
was
man.
real dope. This was real dope. And listen, I got
It was
another
for us
show
too,
called
man.
Stirring the Pot. Well, this is the pot. It was supposed to be Stirring the Pot, but it wound up being the pot because it's so many of y'all. And I thought about it like, yo, they got some gems to give. And I was right. Y'all gave some real gems. I felt
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yo,
Yes,
when I
sir.
Appreciate
tell you,
that, man.
I
Yes,
felt
sir.
it. So this is a Stirring the Pot / the Pot podcast mix because so many of y'all, and I just felt like y'all would give some transparency. All of y'all did that. Jared, Irv, Slash, R5, thank y'all so much. Like,
You,
We
for real, man.
appreciate you
you're
having us,
welcome,
man.
man. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us, bro.
Dead
Real
set, it
rap.
was an honor, man.
Like, y'all
And
gave some real transparency. And y'all definitely gotta come back on, man. We
anytime,
gotta
man.
Thanks
we
for
gotta
having us.
I make a
have
deal
y'all
with
playing
I
some
make a deal
instruments
with you,
next
bro.
time or something.
Give us a couple months to do more great stuff to come talk about, and we got you.
Goods.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely can do that though. Like I said, much love and appreciation. Once again, turn your cameras off, but don't hang up.
Got you. Fire season forever, man. We out.
Fiyahseason.
Hey y'all, Fiyahseason was popping. They did
Yeah,
their
bro.
thing. They did their thing. They was transparent, and they came to share with the world, and I hope y'all can appreciate that. I definitely appreciated it. And that's something that goes a long way for those that may be going through something and needed to hear these things. I know I did. I know there's someone out there that needed to hear it. So that goes without saying. And I hope that y'all like what y'all heard and enjoyed this episode. Once again, this show was brought to you by DDS Management, Hollywood TV, Hollywood Radio, Hollywood Music, Going In Radio, Dollar Radio, and DemoniBrand.com and NorthShadeDemoreBoutique.com. Hey, go on the sites, get y'all some merch. Listen, I'm on it now. Right now. Y'all see it? We moving and booming out here. So listen, go out there, be a positive force in the world, put God first, and be the light in someone's life. Once again, it's your boy Tigmatic, and we out. Peace.